It does look to be as though the
should be on the third row if he's in position.
It should be next to the bright green BMW. Yes, he's just got himself there now. Nice job. He's up. He's there. He's where he needs to be. So now Ryan Branson brings us towards the red lights that are still ablaze at the moment. Keeps his field kind of under control. It's not the tidiest of starts at the moment, is it? But lights go off and off go this field. Ryan Branson is being followed by Jazz Sapper. He does not like that he started in third. In fact, Jazz is looking up the inside of his teammate at the moment. Goodness me, he's stuck with him. He's directly behind him, so he's got away very, very well. Oh, and Ryan Branson's gone wide. So the bright orange BMW has gone wide on the exit of Riches, which, for those of you who know this circuit, know that he's going to get away with that. He's going to be okay, but it's taken him so long to get back to the circuit, such as the massive runoff there we've got, that he is, what do we reckon, fifth?
Fifth, I believe, yes, but with big gaps now in the field already between first and second are together, and then you've got third and fourth a little bit further back, although the Evora is going to make short work of that out of Palmer's gets the power down very well.
Branson's going slow, there's a problem, so cause or effect we don't know, or did he just make another little mistake heading down in towards Palmer? Is he going to get back up to speed? It looks like he is, so has he potentially just made two little mistakes? That's very un-Brian Branson like that, if it is, because he's not pulled off. Remember, he could have exited right at Agostini's, back up to speed. That is bizarre, isn't it? I bet he wishes it. Oh, and we've suddenly got the Seat has made a mistake coming out of the left-hand kink of Hamilton as well. I call it left-hand kink. It's actually an awful lot more than that, isn't it? But it's easy to sort of think that's all it is. It's just almost looked like he sort of overcorrected from a bit of oversteer, and is having to pick his way back through this field.
This should have slotted back in front of, or just behind James Sandler rather, because I believe it was the Clio that he was racing with as he came back on at Augie's, so a long way down the order for him, and probably not so far away from Ryan Branson.
Yeah, ironic. I'm not sure what's going on with Brian there. I'm pretty certain it looked like he was getting himself back up to speed again, didn't it? As he went through that infield. It now leaves us Jazz Sapra comfortably in the lead in the turquoise BMW. Second place is now the Evora. I was about to say that it's Qaulified in the number 5 BMW, but he's been passed by the Hill and Danby 53 car. That's got to be popular for the locals here. That the Norwich car, let alone drivers, has got itself up into second place. Then it is number 5 car Qaulified in third place in the white BMW. The bright green at number 7, Jonathan Barrett. He's kind of knows his way around it now, doesn't he? He's always looking though.
He's definitely got his eye in from the previous races, Jonathan Barrett. He was looking at the inside for Ritchie's, hence the uncomfortable noises from the commentary box as he accelerates now on his way towards Wilson. Not close enough there. He tried the outside at Murray's. I think he's got the pace to be on the podium here, Jonathan Barrett.
Agreed, and interestingly, I just saw that you said that you suspected that Havers in that the Seat. So the number 63 car is in the Seat Cupra that had the moment at Hamilton's was going to be with Branson. He was, but Branson's got past him. Branson's continuing to pick his way through. His next target is Ray Honeybone, and of course that's different class cars, so he should make short shrift of that work. In fairness, past the Clio, he's going to go diving up the inside. He can see that BMW's his teammate on the other side of that infield. That's probably going to grate on him a little bit, but just bizarre. Two mistakes. That you don't normally see that from Brian Branson, to be fair.
You don't at all. He's one of these drivers, as the name suggests, that really does know this circuit. So to get it wrong in the first corner, maybe lap 1 sort of instance, but to then do it again in turn 3, I mean, that's more mistakes than you've had actual successful corners at that point. It's very unusual.
Yeah, it is. The good news for us, though, is it's not the car problem. It wouldn't appear, because he's got that thing cranked back up again, so we get to see him fight through the field. Let's be honest, we'd nominate him to have to start from the pits anyway if we weren't the entertainment factor. And he's now about to put a challenge on, I think it's Pearson, 35 and 25, Pearson and Donahue, that are sat in 5th and 6th at the targets for Brian Branson and his bright orange BMW. Meanwhile, 140 Jazz Sapra, the turquoise leader, still romping away at the front through Murray's he goes. He's going to have to keep his focus during the course of this race, though, because he's out on his own. Qaulified is making nearly made a lunge up the inside of the Evora, but thought better of it.
And I think that was the correct decision, because the Evora mid-corner you would expect to be quicker than the BMW, so it would have been very much 2 into 1, and now the Evora actually powers away. How often have we seen that throughout history? A Lotus out-dragging a BMW.
Yeah, certainly they got that thing lit up, haven't they? The interesting thing is we've got a driver change, and there did appear in qualifying to be a distinct difference between the two drivers' speed.
Distinct difference is maybe the polite way of putting it, yes.
Yes, that's all we need to say. It does mean we're going to get a different dynamic by the end of this race. Brian Bransom's got himself up into 5th place now. That was 5 places he made up on that last lap. Incredible job. So yeah, 126 Brian Bransom up into 5th and still going. He's now going to be putting in qualifying laps for a little while because he's got clear daylight between himself and the bright green number 7 BMW of Barrett. And that's good news because he's had to be almost slow. Oh, and the Evora slow out of Agostini, and he's pulled off to the right hand side where he knows that it's through. So sadly that Evora is out. Oh my gosh, that is hugely disappointing because that was absolutely flying.
That is as soon as he's got to get on the power, so something's gone wrong on the downshift, I think, that has then prevented any sort of power going from engine through the transmission. So gearbox, drive shaft, something along those lines, whatever it was, Lotus is now pulled off at the edge of the circuit. We've got double waged yellows on the exit of Agostini.
Yeah, it's a shame really. He was trying to aim for the orange marker on the barriers, which tells the driver that there is a gap in the barrier, but he's kind of stopped before it.
On the wrong side of it.
Yes. Whereas if he'd have just been able to go a little bit further, they could have possibly pushed that back behind him, whereas that's going to be a struggle there. I don't know whether they're going to choose to throw a safety car. We'll keep an eye on that one. At the moment, there's not. Jazz Sapper will be furious if they happen to do that because his lead over, well, it would be even more than this, I was about to say, was 8 seconds, but that was over the stricken car, the number 53 Evora. So Jazz will be livid if they throw a safety car. He's gone through, trying to make sure they don't throw it whilst he's there. 3 laps completed. It was only 3 laps. It feels like longer than that because so much has happened already. But Jazz Sapra is romping away. Catliff in 2nd place now comes through in the white number 5 BMW. The bright green number 7 of Barrett up into 3rd place, and here comes Brian Branson. He's on the hunt. I almost can hear in the back of my mind the Jaws music now.
There's a good battle happening actually to not be last as well. So just a moment to sort of mention that. That is Stephen Anderson in the Jaguar XJS putting up a great fight against Ian Bonza in the Ginetta G40. So 2 incredibly different cars, but at the moment setting very similar lap times.
Just to add, that's either Anderson or
Atkins, depending on which order they've got in.
Which we have no idea, sadly, do we? We haven't been told anything on that front. Chance to be a fine thing, eh? Somebody obviously just locked up at Wilson because I just looked into the distance and there was a wisp of smoke. But side by side, who was just going side by side coming out of Wilson? That wasn't the fight you were talking about, is that? It's the recovering Seat Cupra. Mark Havers is just making up another place there by the looks of it. So that will be past the 25 BMW. Donahoe, yeah, it is. That's Havers up into 6th position now.
And probably where the pace represents, actually looking at the lap times, did a 2:10.9 on that last lap, potentially with a little bit of traffic ahead of him at a 2:10.2 now, so getting about to where we would expect that Seat to be anyway.
Just think that the Golf, the number 14 Lloyd Jones Imperium, is involved in a great fight. It's just been passed by Sundler in the number 24 car. James Sundler in that wonderful Renault Clio V6 trophy car. Such a cool car that, isn't it, with the bodywork. It just looks like a monster of a race car. But he's managed to make up a place there. It doesn't matter for classes because the Golf is leading Class D, whereas Sundler is a Class B car and wants to try and keep moving up through this order. But not as yet, as our leader comes through to put 4 laps in the book. Jazz Sapra leading away quite comfortably from Catliff. What have we got this? We've seen Branson has already got past Barrett, hasn't he? So he's up into 3rd place as Brian Branson. Almost not surprising, that, is it, to be honest with you?
No, he's been making good progress all the way through. The lap times on this occasion, Catcliffe has done a 2:07.6, and with a pretty aggressive overtake, Branson has done a 2:03.9. He will probably be ahead of Catcliffe by the end of this lap, but assuming you can make the passes simply.
Yeah, it does look that way, but I tell you what, we got to also put a nod to is Jazz Sapper at the front. He did in qualifying a 2:06.1. He's in this race, he's lapping consistently in the 2:03s.
I wonder if there was a problem there, or if he was just being cautious of potentially there's still some damp out this morning, although by the time these guys got there, we thought it was cleared up, but you never know. There's sections of this track we can't see particularly well.
Good point. Dunmore 46 and his Honda's just got past that VW Golf as well. Again, that's a C passing D, so it's not a huge issue for Lloyd Jones to worry him. But that Golf, I wonder whether there's a slight issue, because that started surprisingly at the rear, didn't it? And obviously therefore made up some places. But it's all now being passed again by these cars. At the moment, Brian Bransom exiting Oggies is not past the target 35 car of Pearson. That might BMW. It is only a matter of time as they get onto the Bentley straight. We're going to look to see the orange roof go down the straight. He's not able to get Pearson just yet. In fact, I don't think he was closing quickly enough to be able to do anything into Brundle on Nelson. Watching on the screens though. No, not yet. He doesn't need to go excessively gung-ho though, does he? He's still got 34 and 3/4 minutes.
Yes, because barring anything particularly odd, his pace is unlikely to be enough to catch Sapra out front, who's now back running on the speed we expected to see this morning. And as a result, is very evenly matched with Branson over the course of a stint, so gaining back 18 seconds on that is going to be extraordinarily difficult.
The interesting one though is the Branson time in qualifying though was actually low 2:02.
Yes.
So he can, in theory, be closing in at 2.5, 2 3/4 seconds a lap. So it's not out of the question, but the good news for Jazz, and the good news, if I'm honest, for us, for entertainment value, is that with a margin of 21.5 seconds, it's going to be like a grandstand finishing it.
Yes, it is going to be very, very close.
Ransom's past Pearson. Sorry, I just was looking up thinking that we had something going on at Wilson, and the answer was yes, we did. Branson making the move.
And they're now at Palmer, so that one should be cemented, because it's not really an opportunity to fight back there unless you're all the way alongside. So a corner which allows you to cement your overtake and then carry on for Branson. He'll now be looking forwards. As we say, last time through the gap was 21.3 seconds. He can lap low 2:02s. The question is, can he do it for a full stint is going to be the tricky bit, because one qualifying lap, a full stint, we've seen it done before, but it's not common, let's say that.
No, and you know, these, I mean, especially these BMWs, they're so highly tuned that they sort of verge onto the precious
Yes.
side of things sometimes, don't they? They're very highly strung, shall we say. And no, love, if you just tuned into TSL at that point, I wasn't talking about you.
Let's hope she didn't tune in about 20 seconds beforehand.
Yeah, but you know, they just can be, can't they? And so yeah, as you say, for not 45 minutes, what we got now? Well, it is over half an hour of putting in qualifying lap speed. That's some serious strain on it, isn't it?
It is some massive strain. I mean, we sometimes become numb to how long a 45-minute race is, because we get stuff like Formula 1 or endurance races and all that sort of stuff that goes on and on and on, but there are a lot of race cars that could get nowhere near 45 minutes worth of racing, because it is really difficult to keep up such high strain, such high forces for that long.
Agreed. It'd be interesting to see. There we go. Lost the signal momentarily, didn't we? But we're back. Branson goes through. Yeah, that was a 2:05.4. So he's fought himself up into that second. I just love looking at Jazz, because we said that he'd come in, kind of gone, right, I'm not putting any more stress on that car. I'm in second place. That'll do me. And then suddenly he went out, didn't he? Because he saw that it was the Evora that nearly got him. And he went, right, I'm going out. And he didn't have enough time to get round and start a flying lap. And whilst he was trying that, Catliff suddenly came out of nowhere and banged it up onto second place, and he had no ability to reply to it.
No. So Gas is immediately then taking advantage of all of that and had them all off the line, which was really quite impressive. The field as it stands at the moment just beginning to spread out, but we often see this in a longer race where it spreads out and then we get to the final 15 minutes, the last third if you like, and then you get things like tyre wear coming in, particularly in these BMWs, so don't be worried that this is it decided now. It's a long way from that.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of class leaders then, Jazz Sapra, obviously your outright leader in the 140 car, is leading Class A. Class B is being led by that bright green at number 7, Jonathan Barrett in his E46 M3 BMW. Class C is being led by the local boy, Ray Honeybone, number 44. Jordan was messaging me earlier saying if we could record our commentary. Sorry mate, I can't do that. I don't know how I can do that other than turn my phone on and lose all my memory for a 45-minute race. That's it. Not possible. But you know, the Honeybone family, they're always here and they're always racing. as possible. Class D is being led by the number 14 VW Golf of Lloyd Jones and Perriam. So that is your leaders as it stands at the moment. But Jazz Sapper has now put 7 laps in the book, and we think we're about 12 seconds away from the pit window opening. I certainly concur with the logic on that, but I can't say we know for definite. We'll wait and see. Or the pit window.
We've got the board.
Yeah, so it could well work. There we go, spot on.
That's impressive memory there. I've not commentated on these guys since July, so that was off the top of my head. I'm quite happy with that one.
I think mine was even longer ago. Back here it was, because they do, I'm pretty sure they go elsewhere a couple of times, don't they?
Yes, there's an away day type event, yes.
Yeah, Silverstone, they were away in an opening round actually, that's surprising. But I was here covering them, possibly actually June, the British GT here I think I was here for, so that was probably when I was covering them. And I've forgotten, yes, it makes sense now. I don't know whether, because you get some of the championships, they've actually got to see the board before they're allowed to come in, or whether you're allowed to just know that we're into that window, so it's open. The radicals, you've got to see the board before you can come in.
I suspect, given my pit board I saw go out saying which on the other side of it had pit,
Okay.
then that's probably the window open now to come in.
Makes sense.
So you could be halfway around the lap, but have seen a pit board a minute ago when you last crossed the start-finish line that tells you that it's going to be open.
Well, we certainly know if either Jazz or Brian come in, we know that it's just as Suzo's, because they didn't see the board.
Yes.
Brian nearly did. It came out just as his car was halfway along, I think. But
Look in the mirror.
Yeah, well, quite, yeah. But here comes Jazz, just kicking up a bit of grass there as he's sweeping right through Coram. It's one of those almighty challenges, that section, isn't it, Coram, in towards Murray's, where you're breaking the rules, you're braking whilst turning. And I take sim racing, cannot do it.
No chance.
I love no money, I just can't nail that.
I think I'm decent at particularly the GT sim racing. I'm not perfect, but I think I'm alright. I can't get that corner. That's every single time you get there.
Isn't it? I just don't know how these guys do it, for real. It's just amazing. So Jazz didn't stop. Brian Bransom is not stopping either. He's carrying on through. Let's have a look and see what we're getting lap time wise. That was a slightly slow one, but because he's doing some lappery, Carl Cackliffe in number 5 still sat there in 3rd place. And we look for the number 7 BMW, that's leading Class B. That's continuing on at the moment. I do love the green on that. It really looks good, doesn't it?
I've been really enjoying the. It's got a German flag on it, actually, one of the BMWs, and it looks very DTM out there.
Really? I'll have to have a look.
I didn't think that that's what it was for a little while, but it's got those 3 colours on it at the back of the normal paint scheme, and it's a very DTM looking BMW.
Talking of DTM, there was a big incident earlier today by the sounds of it.
I did overhear about that, actually, yeah.
Which involved an engine coming out of the car, rolling down the track. It's incredible.
Always good.
Yeah. Into the pits has come the Jaguar XJS, and into the pits has come 35, Stephen Pearson. So Pearson, from where was he, 6th on the grid, comes in. Well, that with the liquid money stickers on the side of that one. Through goes Ray Honeybone. That puts him. He's actually moved past Sundler this time. Is it not? He's just made up an extra place somewhere along the line there, I think. But it may well be just because. Into the pits has come Dunmore. That was the one, the Civic was coming into the pits as well. That's good news, that's the 2nd place. Yes, okay, yeah, I've got you. The 135, that is Nick Whitmore, with the sort of like, I don't know what that is with this. It was like a dark burgundy, dark brownie for the most of it, and then the yellow and
the red to make it look like black near the rear of the car is very cleverly done, and looks like a touring car livery, probably German given the type of the flag.
I'll stick with that, mate. I agree with you. No, I don't know whether we've got an issue for the XJS, because that seems to have been in there for some time. But Pearson, Dunmore, and the Anderson Atkins XJS, they are all in. They are counting down the 35, so definitely the Brian Branson brings in his. That was a lot of birds there, wasn't it? Brian Branson brings in his BMW to do his pit stop. So Cackliffe goes up into 2nd place now. Sapper gets to extend his lead even more at the moment, but Branson just getting it done.
And actually some adjustments happening at the pit stop for Branson, which we've not seen for any of the other cars. He's come in and they are adjusting the tyre pressures, taking a little bit of air out, because of course now they're hot, and when he sent them out, they were cold.
And you've got to say, he wasn't comfortable with the handling on the car as it started. So, makes sense. Dunmore in the yellow and black 46 Civic goes out, but I just noticed that we've got Havers, the recovering Seat Cupra car, number 63, all over, and in fact challenging and passed by the looks of it, the number 7 car of Barrett. Now that doesn't matter because Havers is a Class A car, Barrett's leading Class B. Doesn't mean to say Barrett was not going to put up a good fight. Well, the Jaguar XJS is going out, that's good news. I'm surprised that's here and not at Donington Park, the Classic Sports Car Club actually, but maybe he's there tomorrow. But yes, so that is a good recovery from Havers up into 3rd place on the road. 25's in as well now, Simon Donohoe.
Yes, Sapra up towards Murray's on this occasion, so we'll see if he goes around for yet another lap or if he comes in. We've had the best part of 6 minutes since the pit window opened now, and we think it's going to be 15 minutes or so long, so you're getting towards the middle stage of it, if you like. Our other bet was that it's 10 minutes, at which point you're really old to get in.
Could be that. It would look, the 25 car of Donohoe is in, but there's obviously an issue with his transponder because it's just showed him dropping down through the order, and it's going to come up with an exclamation mark soon, presumably. But it's into the pits. It's just missed the loop at the end there, and he will just sit there until it's time. There's nobody with him. I always find it amazing when you look at some of these races. They're just here on their own, and they're obviously timing it themselves in there, and they will make their way back out. Well, thank you to hello Suffolk Paul, good to see you here, mate. He's tweeted me on @Doors Racing, DAWES Racing. Says Branson has been locking the rears into Nelson Brundle section. Now, as you rightly spotted, is that he's now tweaked the tyre pressures, presumably to his liking, and may well change it. In has come Catliff now out of 2nd place, the number 5 car, so up into 2nd goes 63 Havers. Also into the pit comes the number 7 BMW of Barrett, as much to take a rest himself, I would imagine, after the earlier race.
Yes. He'll want to come in, there'll be a cup of tea waiting for him there, pretty cool to drink in temperature. He'll glug it down and they'll send him back out again. I noticed the tyre pressure checking on Barrett's car, it was just slightly less urgent than it was done on Branson's as well.
No, absolutely. He just needs that, and interestingly, he's done it almost smack on the half race point. Now, when is Jazz Sapra going to bring his car? He's carried on to his 10th lap already, and in fact, is probably already making his way down. Yeah, here he comes through. Dunmore's back into the pits again, so that's the 46 car making its 2nd pit stop, so something's not right with that Civic. Jazz Sapra's carrying on as Catliff is now just making his way out onto the fast lane.
This is going to be an interesting comparison here actually, because the 1-2-6 of Brian Branson is now on track behind Jazz Sapra. Now there's a lap separating those cars as a consequence of the pit stops, but in terms of pace, Branson now has a reference because the race leader is directly ahead of him, despite there being a lap between them, because pit stops he has to play out.
Interesting, definitely. Well, out goes Barrett, number 7. I also noticed that Catliff did, rightly so, go out. He's got a note coming up. Car 25 transponder stopped working, no pick time. Well, he certainly sat there for
Simon Donohoe.
Yeah, he sat there. We spotted that it didn't show, but he was definitely in. And it definitely seemed to sit there for a long time, so I can't see that there's an issue. And it'd probably be unfortunate if it was missed, because we seem to be having a lot of issues this year where the transponders are getting picked up.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll be okay. Havers is in the Seat Cupra. Also, I think is your favourite, the 135 Whitmore BMW is in as well, behind Dunmore.
I'll have to run down into pit lane and get a closer look, get a picture with it before he loads us off.
Well, you'll see him come past us here.
Yeah.
He assumes that he's going to make it back out again. But still wait for our race leader to make the pit stop. But if our 15-minute in the middle, which is the most logical window, isn't it? He's still got 5.5 minutes before he needs to make that stop. So if he's got himself into that zone, it's like, well, just keep going, keep doing it. No need to do anything more.
Particularly if you think the tyres are in a nice window, actually. It is such a nice lever, isn't it? If the tyres are in a nice window, why would you want to cool them down yet? You want to get them to a point where they're just beginning to overheat, and then you come and sit still for a bit.
True, yeah. Dunmore, bizarrely, your 135 car just went out, and then just straight across the solid white line with the red filling in the middle, and it's like, I'm not sure you're supposed to do that.
No, I don't think you are. I think the fact that it's red is quite a giveaway.
Quite, exactly.
And the fact that it's not dashed, that's another.
Yes.
You might get in trouble for that, actually, because that is genuinely, I mean, it would be a safety issue if somebody was coming right next to the wall, as they often do.
And not just that, is that we see suddenly is that move attempts come, and equally they're not supposed to go over the line that way, but they could certainly be right up against it, couldn't they?
And then you pop out, yeah.
So, yeah, a little bit naughty, whereas just watching there that Havers, for example, went all the way down to the dash section and then pulled on. Sapra is now into the pits, so the 140 car is in. It looks like Dunmore, 46, sadly just limping its way towards the paddock, so that Civic is out of the race. Which is a big shame. I love that car as well, it just looks really, really good. But an issue with that one.
I'd just like to take a minute to blow my own trumpet that with a quick check on the regulations, I was correct. It is the middle 15 minutes of the race where the pit stop window must occur.
Perfect, that's the way to do it. Interestingly, I'm pretty sure I noticed that no tyre pressure changes on Jazz Sapra's car at all.
More than happy with it then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, and I guess if you compare, he's gone 6 seconds quicker than he did in qualifying. He's got himself in that correct zone, hasn't he?
And often these tyre pressure checks and changes are not necessarily to do with getting everything in the perfect window so much as just creating a balance. And as soon as you've got a balance that suits your driving style, some people want that much more on the nose and the car to feel pointy, some people want it further back so that if something happens it's understeer and it's easy to catch and save. And once you've got a balance that you like, you drive better because the car does what you want it to do.
Yeah, and especially when you've got a 45-minute race, is that you've got a changing balance. You have to, haven't you, to some extent. Fuel's getting lighter, tyres are getting older and hotter and whatever else, and so yeah, it's kind of a changing target, isn't it, really?
I think a perfect example of that is the Porsche 911's racing versions, because their fuel tank is in the front with the engine at the back. So if you put new tyres on with loads of grip but there's no weight in the front, then the rear's still trying to swing around, which is like a pendulum suddenly because you're not counterbalanced it with any fuel in the nose. So that's a perfect example where the balance changes, and it happens in all race cars, just to a slightly lesser degree because their cars are designed like a pendulum in most cases.
On the regs that you just looked at as well, did it tell you how long they have to, the pit stop is?
The pit stop, it will have said. You just need to give me a second to find the number.
I'm just looking because Jazz Sapra, it sort of suggesting his lap time was 3:39, and if it was a 2 minute,
90 seconds is the time.
Okay, that's probably about right, isn't it? If he was doing twos, yeah, that's he's nailed it, hasn't he? He's absolutely nailed that one. 3:39, and he was lapping. So he's safe, that's okay, that's gone. That is only because I was looking at the fact that the margin between him and Brian Branson is up to 37 seconds. Carl Catliff, after that pit stop, is still in third position, but he's now 4 seconds behind Brian Branson. Not surprising, because Brian's absolutely flying again. Havers, 63 in fourth. Fifth, number 7, which is Barrett Ray Honeybone, makes his way back out the pits. The Class C leader has now finished his pit stop. Leaves the circuit, re-enters the circuit in 8th place.
The other thing that might have happened in amongst all of those pit stops to extend the gap is that the pit time of 90 seconds is from pit entry to pit exit. So there's 2 white lines, one at either end of the pit lane. Was when you cross the first one and when you cross the second one that start and stop the timer. So if you want, you can be a little bit braver and cut it closer because you time your stationary time and your entry as well. But if you want to be safe, then you give yourself an extra couple of seconds of margin, don't you? Because you might get it wrong.
Which we see far too often, and you always sort of think, why take the risk?
If you're in a very tight fight for the championship season finale, then maybe, but often we see it, like you say, in situations where there's not much reason to take such a big risk, and people end up with penalties as a result.
Here's Brian Branson, because Brian Ryan Bransom's not come round. I had a feeling that he was missing because here he is. He's into the pits. Ryan Bransom into the pits with an issue. I said that the problem with these Beamers is that they invariably can be fairly highly strung. I didn't see anything obvious.
That is a slow pull into the box as well.
Pointed over to the opposite side to where he is. He's not comfortable with something, so they're just opening the door to have a chat with him.
They appear to be looking at that front left corner there.
I think he's going into the paddock. I think he's decided that it's no good. Yeah, sadly, Alex of Ryan Bransom is out of this race. That's bizarre. It just didn't seem like there was anything wrong with it, did it?
No, he disappeared from our view. We started talking and looking at other machines, and when he came back, he was quite tentative and stopping in his pit box there. So I wonder, front left suspension, brakes. It doesn't look like suspension. Brakes, you surely wouldn't be driving back into the paddock at like a pit lane speed limit of speed. So no, I'm not sure as to what that is actually.
It's a huge, huge shame. As I say, they can be. These Beamers are amazing cars, but on the edge, sadly, and Ryan's has gone beyond that edge. I mean, that said, is that we obviously lost the Evora early on as well, and we lost the number 30 car of Aladdus, the Corrado, that red Corrado we lost as well. I don't know where that one stopped. I missed that one. But that has got the exclamation mark, which means it's gone missing somewhere. So Jazz Sapra has a very commanding lead of, I think it was 38 seconds between him and Qaulified when it came past last time. And he was not closing, just looking at the lap times to see if there's anybody closing on the cars ahead of them. And the answer is, at the moment, they're kind of settled into the places where we'd expect them to be. 135 Whitmore goes through. That car is actually lapping quicker than the ones ahead of it, and Sundler is its next target, lapping in the 220s, whereas Whitmore 135, your favourite BMW, has just done a 216, so closed in by 4 seconds. The problem for him is he's got 34 more of them to go.
It's quite a few of them still to go, but maybe he's got the radio on listening along, and he feels encouraged by our compliments of the car, and he's on his way. But like you say, 34 that's a big number. It's going to be 8 laps or so, even at 4 and a little bit seconds a lap.
So pit window was closed, as we found out that you were correct, is that middle 15, so that's been closed for a couple of minutes. Everybody has taken a stop. The only one that's showing us not is one that we know that actually has, and TSL was rightly sort of said, no problem, no pit time. But the 25 car of Donahoe has indeed made its stop, so that's good. They know that that car's not going to be called in for a penalty. As it goes across the line, it is sat there in 6th place, which is 3rd place in Class B as well, so it's doing a good job there. Not far from being lapped though by our race leader. Jazz Sapra goes through, completes 15 laps. It's kind of dropped that down by about a second and a half, second 3/4 on his lap time, which in fairness isn't that much of a drop off, is it really, at the moment? Still in the 205s.
No, that's quite an impressive lap, I think, actually, particularly given there's not been too much pressure coming behind. His last lap was a 205.253. The best lap of Qaulified behind was a 205.237. So he's still lapping pretty much on the fastest lap of the pace of anybody else who's still remaining.
It's incredible, to be fair, isn't it? Really, really quite impressive. So we're down to less than 11.5 minutes left to go on this Uncle Luke's Snetterton Saloons. Their season finale, as they say, as well, isn't it? Which they still can't get over. It's the end of the season largely already. That said, is that I've got a meeting that I'm commentating on 3rd weekend of November at Brands Hatch.
Oh, that is quite late on in the season.
It's not going to be nice for him, is it? That does include Formula 4s as well.
Oh wow! Yeah. This is my last racing meeting, although I have an event, if you like, up at Knockhill at the end of the year, their fireworks event.
Oh wow, fantastic. Yes, like in 3 weeks' time I'm at Coombe for one of their action days, which is a very different thing for me, wandering around the paddock on the mic. Some people will know the action days at Coombe because they saw the video from the other week with some idiot in a BMW M2 yes, they get me on the white for that. And then Brands Hatch, and then into awards night hostings and things like that as well for the winter. So I've got to be honest, I always get to this stage and go, yeah, I'm ready for the winter now. Well, I'm going hibernate. I work too hard as it is, but talking of working too hard, Jazz Sapra's got his lead up to 47.4 seconds. I mean, he's just, as he comes across the line, putting a lap on the 25 car of Donahoe, who's sat in 6th place, so he's lapped everybody up to 6th place now.
That is astonishing.
It really
because
is.
there's not a huge difference in cars. There's a little bit from car to car, but it's not 20 seconds a lap to Donahoe. So to come round and put a lap on him, everyone up to 6th is astonishing.
And he just, I mean, a mixture of the likes of Jazz and Brian Branson, brilliant drivers, but you've also got to doff your hat to the engineering on the cars as well. The work that they and the team put in on the car is just amazing. I say that Jazz will probably be the first to say, I don't know.
The cars are always so well turned out as well. It's quite rare on particularly this series that you see scratches from the previous month. They turn up and everything's been buffed out, and yes, there's work going on to make sure that the car still runs, but then all the extra bits are done as well, and it is because people love it.
I'll just point out, Jazz Sapra's just done a personal best lap time.
That is absurd. How many laps has he done? 16? That is...
He's just done a new personal best of a 203.622. Absolutely incredible. I mean, that's not far off the fastest lap of the race, because Brian Branson did a 203.602. He's done a 203.622.
He's getting there.
That's mighty impressive. If he goes again, he could get the fastest lap of the race, and you kind of wouldn't put it past him wanting to do it. I always say that if he could, he'd race snails, for goodness sake. He'd just race anything, wouldn't he? If he gets to race, he's happy.
He's got 8 minutes and 20 seconds in which to do it as well. So there's a little bit of time if he wants to take some cool down laps during the race to set up and go again.
Yeah, because it's not looking like this one's going to be an improvement for him. He's not. He is in the middle sector. He's a fair bit off. So he's now got that fun of seeing what he can do. Plus, who else can he lap? Who else can he put a lap on? There he goes through. And as we say, he's got past the 25. Where is Pearson, the number 35 car? He's just coming down, I think, in towards Palmer at the moment. That's the white BMW number 35. Yeah, that's him. As Jazz is just coming out of Wilson's hairpin as 35 gets into Agostini. I think that's too big an ask. 7.5 minutes to go. I think that's too big an ask.
That is a pretty large gap. What's the lap time delta, if you like, between the two of them? Sapra, as we saw, somewhere around the high 203s, low 204s. Pearson is currently lapping 208, so 4 seconds a lap. He might get him.
He could. Yeah, good point. Second place Catliff just crosses the line now, 54 seconds further back, but doing a great job, Carl Catliff. Then it will be the 63 car of Havers that's had such an adventurous race day. Across the line comes Havers. Now, what is that lap time? That's a new personal best for Havers, so he's trying to go higher, he's trying to reel in Catliff, and in fairness, he's just gone quicker than Catliff's fastest lap. So that number 5 BMW could be under pressure soon, especially as last time round Catliff did a 207 in second place. So keep an eye on the number 5 car making its way towards Agostini at the moment and about to come into our view. No, it's a big old margin. He's only just coming into Palmer. It's the white, green and black Seat Cupra. You can see him.
You can't see him. It's the best he's had for a little while. But yes, that gap. Whilst on the time screen it looks much reduced from what it was, it is still quite big.
Barrett just did a slow lap. The green number 7 BMW's been passed by 35 Pearson. They're heading up towards Wilson's now, and that looked like a steady green number 7 car. Now, is that the car or is that the driver? Let's not forget he's going to be exhausted as well. Havers has just put in a purple. Yeah, a purple Sector 1. So that Seat can smell the blood of the possibility of going a step higher on the podium.
That is impressive to do a purple sector 1 this late on any front wheel drive car as well, because they often use the front tyres quite a lot in amongst it all. A 2:14.7 last time through for Sapra. Now that is 10 seconds a lap slower than what he wanted, so we've got two cars going very slowly at the moment, and your race leader is one of them.
Yeah, and that was all in sector 2, so he must have made a mistake in sector 2, because he did a 54 compared to his best is about 10 seconds slower than that. So that's where the mistake obviously happened. See, he is human then.
Just about. There's a little bit left behind at the end. This is a good lap coming in actually from Havers, because he's just about managed to put together a decent middle sector as well. Actually, he's only a couple tenths away in that split, so he could be on for a very, very quick one.
Comes across, it's not the fastest lap of the race, but where's he suddenly got that? 2:03.8. He did a 2:08 in qualifying. Where's that come from?
5 seconds to a qualifying pace.
Wow.
And I think about 6 seconds compared to race pace so far. And he's just got to try harder at the start. There's no other way to put
No,
it.
don't say that. He did try harder on the flag lap.
No, try harder after the lights go out. There we go.
He's certainly pushing. The problem for him is that, so what's he done? He's done, well, not quite, but approaching 3 seconds quicker. But he's got 12 to make up. So that's going to take him 4 more laps. He's not going to do it because there's only 4 minutes left, so they've got at best a couple of laps. So he's not going to be able to get on unless Qaulified loses any more time. And he, in fairness, is almost metronomic with his 2:05, 2:06s at the moment.
The only thing that will change for Qaulified is that he'll begin to see Havers in the mirrors. So that potentially combined with how the last lap timings work out, because Sapra could potentially start a lap at just the wrong time. He seems to have picked up pace again, and losing pace still is Barrett, Jonathan Barrett. Yeah, it didn't sound healthy across our little bit of the start-finish line.
No, he's clearly nursing that to the conclusion, isn't it? Jazz Sapra went through 2:08 this time, so a lot better than we saw a lap or two ago after his mistake in the middle sector. But he's clearly just settled down, hasn't he, now? He's keeping it calm. It looked to me, so Donahoe, number 25, is the one trying to catch Barra. It means Pearson not only got past him on the track to jump up to 4th, that is the lead in Class B went to Pearson, number 35. Barra, second in Class B, but under massive pressure. And in fact, you've got to say that 25 Donahoe is going to get him on this next lap.
No, it doesn't bode particularly well for Barrett here, given that every lap is slower than the last one as well. It's not a consistent amount of pace loss. He's currently at Hamilton, is Barrett. He's been passed by Sapra. Actually, Sapra is not pulling out either.
You're going to see the BMW chasing him. There you go, with the red and blue flashes on it.
Yeah, visible, and notably, we think that Barrett's struggling. Well, Sapra hasn't pulled away from him in the middle split, so Sapra might be getting slower as well.
Yeah, and I'm kind of hopeful that that's purely management now. What are we at? 2 minutes 12 left to go. He's pushed himself and that car and the tyres and everything else incredibly hard during the course of this race. But we're down to what must be the penultimate lap this time round. So when they come through, it'll be just one more to go. Through goes Pearson, leading Class B. What have we got for second and third in Class B? Is Barrett going to be able to keep himself on the podium of the B class fight? Here comes Jazz Sapra, race leader, round Coram at the moment. He's behind his back markers. Oh no, see, there's the BMW that's now up into second in Class B. He's got that one done. Barrett is going so steady. I can't see that he's going to be able to get this to the end now, is he? This looks like trickling towards the pit stop, I'm afraid to say. And of course he's supposed to be out at the last race of the day as well.
He is. He would be out again with the Toyo tyres racing saloons, so he's got to be careful here and think long game, I think, because he's got a lot of races due this weekend. Barrett, this time through, surely into the pits. I think he was just beginning to creep right as he disappears from view. No.
Bizarrely, incredibly slow. I mean, I kind of get it, because he's this close. Don't wander over to that side. Ray Honeybone gets past him. He was meandering into the middle of the circuit. I think he was hoping that he was going to get the checkered flag this time, but we got 48 seconds to go. Qaulified's going to put a lap on him now as well. So Barrett is still trundling around third in Class B. His next person to try and catch him will be Sundler in that amazing Renault Clio V6 Cup car, V6 trophy car, should I say.
Who is just crossing the start-finish line now, Sudlow. So,
Wow.
given the amount of pace that Barrett's losing, I don't think that's impossible.
Agreed. Havers is not really catching Catliff enough anymore, so I think that top three of Class A is likely to be sorted now as well. We're down to the last 10 seconds before the time is up, and then of course when we receive the turquoise 140 car of Jazz Sapra, that will be the tolling of the checkered flag. Lovely car from your noise from your favourite car, 135 Whitmore as well.
It's just good all the way round, isn't it? I'm definitely not biased, what do you mean?
So there goes 35 Pearson, that's got to do another lap as the Class B leader, but we look off into the middle distance towards Coram and see where is our race leader, Jazz Sapra 140. Shouldn't he have come through by now, because that...
Sapra should be in the final sector, apparently. He split the beams to enter the last
He's
round.
I've just seen him there. The reason why I pause is the fact that we are now seeing... which car are we seeing? The
That'll be
25 Donahoe's here, just about to come through. Jazz Sapra is just crawling into Coram. The checkered flag in his sight. Catliff is going to be the one that's going to sweep round. I think that is him that's just done it now. The number 5 car with, is that Ray Honeybone behind him, the Class C leader. And they're going to come through. So all of a sudden, it is the number 5 car, Carl Catliff, that's going to be taking it. And Jazz is stopped. He's not even able to make it to take the checkered flag. He was that close to the race victory. Carl Catliff, weaving all the way down, takes that victory. Ray Honeybone takes Class C honours as well, and 6th on the road. Absolutely incredible. 63 comes through. That means that Havers finishes 2nd now in Class A and overall, of course. You almost sort of think Jazz is going to get out and push that car towards the checkered flag. I can't believe that.
Stranded at the apex, actually, of Coram. It's a long apex, but he sat right on it. Barrett across the line.
And he has held on to 3rd in Class B. Sundler comes across in that Renault Clio, so close to him, but just wasn't quite able to do it. So, wow, what drama in this Snetterton Saloons. Not the kind of drama that the drivers would have wanted, to be fair, is it? But we've had the drama nonetheless. Pearson, number 35, the Class B leader, is going to come home 3rd overall on the road as well. So we wait to see him come. Here he comes, the white BMW, about to put a lap on your favourite one, 135. Through goes Pearson, wins Class B, 3rd overall. Donahoe, number 25, is going to come home shortly as well to take 4th on the road, because he will unwind himself from Jazz again, and that will give him 2nd in Class B. Ray Honeybone at 44 wins Class C, 6th on the road. 7th, number 7 Barrett, that's 3rd in Class B. Sundler, number 24 in 8th. 9th is 135 Whitmore. In 10th will be the number 14, the VW Golf, he says, assuming it is going to happen. That will give him the Class D victory as long as he can bring it back, because Bonser, number 47, the Giannetta's already taken the checkered flag. We lost Anderson and Atkins, we lost the Jaguar XJS at the end as well there somewhere. Didn't see where that one went missing, sadly. There goes 25, Donahoe, that moves him up to 4th, but as we know, 2nd in Class B. Well, I am wondering, did we lose the Golf as well? Right at the end there, oh no, here it comes now, just coming round Coram. He's got to continue on, not make his way into the pits. He's yet to take the checkered flag, but that will give him the Class D victory, so a great job for Lloyd Jones and Perrion. And I'm saying, I'm just desperately hoping that there's no confusion and that he doesn't aim towards the pits. He's got to come down and take this checkered flag. He is indeed, so great job there for them taking the Class D victory. Bonser behind them. Wow, I mean, so much went on right at the beginning and right at the end, wasn't there? Brian Ransom sort of throwing it at the scenery a couple of times for weird reasons, like I say, not something you normally see from him, and then the craziness at the end.
I will be interested to know what's happened to Sapra. From his point of view, that's been coming on for a little while, because remember back, he lost 14 seconds in the middle sector. with about 6 laps to go or something along those lines, about 12 minutes if I remember correctly, and since then it is seemed to have fixed itself, but he's ground to a halt on the very, very last sector. Nonetheless then, brilliant race for Qaulified. Carl, late entry, has gone and taken the overall and of course by extension class victories.